Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the video. Brandon here, and welcome back to another juicy episode of WWE News and Rumors. So we have kind of a lot to talk about today, not really. It's the Christmas week, guys. It's the week of Christmas. So forgive the world for not having a bunch of juicy rumors, but there is a few we're going to talk about, so let's go. The first news story is about SmackDown. So SmackDown is actually taped this week. Obvious, because think about it, guys. What is Friday? What date is Friday? It's December 25th. It's Christmas, okay? They're not making the wrestlers work on Christmas. It's taped. It's pre-filmed, so this week's SmackDown, nothing probably too crazy is happening because it is indeed going to be pre-filmed. Okay, the next news story of the day is about Mr. Drew McIntyre. So Mr. Drew McIntyre has opened a Cameo account. A lot of wrestlers have these, but the thing of note here is Mr. Drew, I'm sure he's not making up the price, but basically Drew McIntyre's Cameo is $400. He just opened it up today. It's $400 for a Drew McIntyre Cameo. For like a 20-second video? Not worth it, but you know what is worth it? Because this is a sponsor opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, the Brandon Hodge Cameo is worth it, because you can get yours truly. This beautiful face right here giving you a shout out for only $10 on Cameo, so don't spend $400 on Drew McIntyre when you can spend $10 on this beautiful face instead. I don't know if this is a good spot or not. But anyway, the next news story. WWE right now is actually looking for a brand new lead writer. Oh, how wonderful! The people who've been writing this show have no longer with the company and they're looking for someone else. So, lead writer. So they're trying to lead, like the lead writer, they're the head writer of, so it's pretty much the right next event's kind of coming up with all the storylines and stuff and trying to write things and put pieces together and stuff like that. So they're hiring someone basically off the street. I don't really want to say that because they're only going to hire someone like extremely qualified. I would apply for the position if, you know, I had ever like professionally written for anything, but I haven't, other than my freaking YouTube channel. But I mean, they're just going to be looking for people like Hollywood, people who like wrote movies and worked on other TV shows and stuff like that. So I'm sure they'll find someone, and hopefully they have just a single small sliver of a clue what pro wrestling is about, and they can actually write something good with Vince McMahon. And it's not just someone who's never even seen the product before. But who knows? We will just have to wait and see. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But WWE right now, they're looking for a brand new lead writer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so those are actually the only confirmed news stories I had to talk to you guys about today. And now I'm going to use my catchphrase. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to jump into some juicy rumors. Okay, the first rumor is about Mr. Lars Sullivan. So Lars Sullivan has gone missing, obviously. There's a lot of rumors saying why Lars has gone missing. But basically, this rumor seems the most plausible, kind of. So it's about Roman Reigns, kind of. So, okay, so Lars was going to be obviously booked as like a mega heel, like the biggest heel on the entire brand, because everyone hates him. And, you know, they hate him for reasons not to do with wrestling, and I just don't want to get into that mess of a thing. People hate him, but Vince being Vince says,
"Oh, they already hate him? Oh, well, there's half my job already done."
So if people already hate Lars Sullivan, they don't have to do too much work to make him a mega heel where people hate him, because they already hate him. But basically, he was going to be the biggest like heel on SmackDown, but there's an issue, and his name's Roman Reigns. He's the biggest heel on SmackDown. He's the WWE Universal Champion. He's the Universal Champion, so it's like, I can't really take his spot away from him, and we're not doing heel versus heel, so they basically just sent Lars home and like, we'll use you another day, we'll come up with something, promise, but your contract might expire first. But who knows what they're actually going to do with Lars, guys, we'll just have to wait and see. But basically, he's been taken off SmackDown because he was too big of a heel and too hated to be competing with Roman Reigns or something, I don't know. Okay, the next rumor also has to do with Roman Reigns, so this one is about Roman Reigns promos. You know what promos are, hopefully. A promo is when a wrestler stands in the ring and talks some crap. He's either talking crap about another wrestler, or just sick of everything, or talking crap about something. A heel is always talking crap about something or someone, and who is writing that? Because in WWE, those things are most of the time written out, at least to some extent. It may just be bullet points. Like, that's what I do for the news episodes. If you guys don't know, I just do bullet points and then talk my head off with whatever's in my head. But basically, the person who's been, I don't know if it's just bullet points or if it's a full-on script, but the person who's been helping out Roman Reigns with his promos is actually none other than the guy who's actually paired with him, Mr. Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman has a long history in the world of professional wrestling of good writing and knowing what he's doing. And, you know, he was the creator. He was the owner of ECW. That's back before, you know, WWE bought them out. But basically, yeah, Heyman has a lot of experience in this, and he's a very good talker himself, so he's been helping out with Roman Reigns with his promos, and it's probably why we've seen like such a change in the Roman Reigns promos. So someone who actually knows what they're doing and actually knows the business has been writing promos for once. Okay, the next rumor. The next rumor is actually about the Inferno match that we saw at TLC. It was interesting to say the least. So Bray Wyatt, I don't know what in the hell happened, and Raj made me even more confused. So basically, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, got set on fire, and then Alexa Bliss the next night on Raw was saying he just kind of like melted into the ring, and now he's down there, home, and he will return one day greater than he ever was or something. And it's very confusing what they're doing with that, so it's a great storyline. It's really like got me on that just like, what in the hell are they gonna do now? But you know, the Inferno match was great. It was different than I was expecting. I was expecting, you know, the Ring of Fire, and I don't know why they didn't do that, but maybe they could have done certain things that they did do if it was just a Ring of Fire. But I was pretty happy with it overall. I mean, at the beginning, I'm like, oh, what kind of Inferno match is this? There's no Inferno! You liars, did they have to make the Inferno? And then all of a sudden it just happened, but who knows, guys? But basically, this rumor is saying during the Inferno match, actually filming the Inferno match, it was pre-filmed, right? It was actually not supposed to be the main event of TLC. Just the ending where you light a human being on fire and then just stand there and watch them burn away. That's kind of like something shocking that should end the show. You know, you shouldn't have more matches after that. After someone just, I don't know, like in a traditional sense, like in the real world, someone would have died. So would you have a match after someone died in the ring? Anyway, the Inferno match. The point I was trying to get here at is that WWE, they pre-filmed it. They did a lot of special effects and stuff like that. Maybe even some like computerized CGI kind of things. I don't want to say CGI, but some computerized effects and stuff like that. Basically, they had to actually stop the match during like the more dangerous parts they did. They had to stop the match and redo it and retake and stuff like that, and kind of pieced it together seamlessly. And I personally didn't even notice it was like pieced together from different like parts, because it was all pre-filmed and refilmed and everything else. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I have to talk to you guys about inside of this episode of WWE News and Rumors. This one is about the WWE Lucha Libre series. So it's been called like it's kind of like an NXT Mexico. So NXT's been expanding. Obviously, we have the NXT in the United States. There's NXT UK. They tried for a while to expand into NXT Japan. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. I haven't heard much about that. Then recently they've kind of started trying to expand into like an India, kind of like an NXT India. Now they're trying to do an NXT Mexico, and hopefully they have enough talent and wrestlers to do this. I know they're bringing in a lot of indie people from around the world, and hopefully they'll have, you know, wonderful content they can make. But basically, I don't know when this is happening. They're piecing it together. I don't know if it's going to be a tournament or what, but they're kind of still... It's kind of just in the developmental stage right now, I guess. They're still trying to piece everyone together. And I heard some rumors about Chavo Guerrero maybe doing something, which would be very cool. But an NXT Mexico kind of trial thing is going to be starting, I guess, sometime at the beginning of this coming year. So there you guys have it. That is going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Right now on screen, I'm going to leave links to my 2 previous videos, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you're brand new here. But thank you guys for watching. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.